Welcome to Dead Simple Tutorials, and today we're going to be learning how to use Adobe Premiere Pro CC 2017 for both Mac and Windows users. So basically, Adobe Premiere is a non-linear video editor. And what this simply means is you can have layers on top of layers of video, which I'll demonstrate shortly. So by the end of this short series, you'll not only be able to edit, but to understand how various effects have been achieved on film and how to replicate them by yourself. So let's close this panel, head over to File, select New Project, and we're going to name it Tutorial 1. Equally, we're going to choose the location in which we will save our project file. You can pretty much ignore everything else. It's not important for now, except the renderer. If you have the option of GPU acceleration, please select it as it makes Premiere run much faster. And if it's not available, don't worry about it. We can now press OK. And congratulations, you've successfully created one of many project files to come. This is our work area, and you can configure it as you like to have various windows in various locations. I'll show you this in a later tutorial, but for the sake of uniformity, we'll stick to this layout. So the first thing we'll do is import media so that we can begin editing. And there are two methods to do this. The first method is to head over to File, select Import, browse to the location where you have your video files, and then select the video file you'd like to import. Equally, we'll undo this, and there's a simpler method. So more easily, you can double click on this area. Select the file you'd like and import. Remember, the video files we're using are available for free download and the links are in the description. It is also important to note that you might find it necessary to sort your files into bins to save on time, especially when you're working on a large project with many video and audio files. So we'll create a bin by left-clicking on the same area and selecting New Bin. We will name our bin Video. And we will drag our previously imported video into the bin. We will also create an audio bin and a graphics bin, GFX. And also remember, you can create a bin inside a bin. For example, let's open the video bin by double-clicking on it and select New Bin, and let's name it B-roll. Equally, to import media into your bins, just open the bin, select the necessary file, select the necessary bin rather, and double-click on the area. So before we go to editing, in a professional setting, this is usually the work of an assistant editor. But using bins will greatly save you a lot of time when editing later on. So don't overlook this step. So the first step in editing is to create a sequence. And there are two ways to do this once again. So the first method is to head over to File, New, sequence. You will then select the necessary settings based on your footage. So for example, our footage is AVC HD 1080i at 25 frames per second. You can then name a sequence and press OK. However, if all these settings confuse you, there's a simpler method. All you'll basically need to do is drag any media into the timeline, and a sequence will be automatically created for you, and it will adapt the various video settings. So I recommend using the second method, where you just drag media into the timeline. Also remember, in video editing, there is no right or wrong way to do things. It's the final result that matters, what shows on screen. You can also create as many sequences as you like. So why would you do this? Well, imagine you're editing a whole movie with many scenes. It can get confusing really fast. So you might have various sequences for various scenes and combine them later on a master sequence. Though this is advanced, and we will cover it on a later tutorial. You're on your way to becoming a master editor, and on the next lesson, we will dive deeper on how to use these various tools to cut and trim footage. If you found our free tutorials helpful, please support our channel by heading over to patreon.com/DST.